Got it.
What are brakes? Today's the day we're finally going to unveil Cliff's tips, the master mechanic, Cliff and Jamie. Cliff has been a mechanic for approximately 137 years.
Right.
He's retired 3 times, and if you look around, this is his retirement. He's so good at it, they won't let him stop.
This car has a brake booster, a master cylinder. It's got disc on the front, drum on the back. It has a proportioning valve right here. What this does is it does the pressure to the front wheels and to the rear wheels. The front wheels, since they're discs, need more pressure, okay? And it's got the brake booster that does the vacuum off the engine, which will help assist you stop better. Like manual brakes, without that booster, it'll stop, but you got to push hard. This one here, you don't have to push hard. I'll let Jamie tell you about this proportioning valve, because this in here wore us out, bleeding the brakes, because we could never get no fluid to the rear. And we got a little tool that he puts in here where the switch is.
In these older cars, if you broke a brake line, say you break a brake line on the front of the car, that proportioning valve will shift to the rear, and it'll only leak out the fluid for the front, and the back brakes will still work. So the problem is when you go to bleed brakes on one of these cars, as soon as you crack a valve open on one end or the other,
It thinks you've got a leak.
that proportioning valve shifts because it thinks you have a leak, and then it doesn't put you any pressure to that end. So the thing that makes the brake light come on in these cars is when that proportioning valve shifts.
Right.
So this sensor in the proportioning valve is what makes that light come on. So if you have your valve centered, you take that, you remove that sensor, and you get a tool just like this.
And that pin will rest on the shuttle and keep the shuttle from
It'll
moving.
keep that slide in the center.
Exactly.
So you'll get the same amount of pressure while you're bleeding.
Got
So
it.
you screw this into the sensor's place, then bleed your brakes, then screw this back out and screw your sensor back in.
There you go.
And it keeps it from shifting while you're trying to bleed the brakes.
Otherwise,
it-
you'll never get it.
It will even shift. Now, old school pumping the pedal, you know what I mean? Then somebody cracking the bleeder for you, but it'll even do it with a vacuum bleeder.
Really.
Like if you hook a vacuum bleeder up to one end or the other and crack it and hit it, it'll suck that proportioning valve one way or the other, and
Right.
you're still not going to get anything.
Now, once you get that sensor out, you can go in there with a pick and move that slide so this will line up so you can center it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's possible that it's shifted one way
right.
or the other, you know, so you got to make sure the hole's in the middle before you
So that
screw
shuttle
this in.
has a hole in it to match that peg.
Correct.
Okay. Now, Cliff, I'm going on memory here, so correct me if I'm wrong. You got manual brakes, you got vacuum assist brakes,
That's this,
you've got electronic assist brakes,
right?
and you've got Hydroboost.
Right,
Is that right?
right.
Did I miss any?
No, now the Hydroboost is like they're not really on passenger cars unless they're a diesel.
Like 2,500 pickup.
Right, okay,
Big truck.
right. That Hydroboost works off the power steering pump. So people come in and they say, my brake pedals, something's wrong with my brake pedal.
Yeah.
I say, okay. Oh, by the way, the power steering ain't working. Well, that's low in fluid. That's how the Hydroboost works, is off the power steering pump.
Right.
So when you get low in fluid, it's gonna make the pedal do this, jump, and not stop good. Okay, and you got a power steering line leaking.
Yeah.
So to fix your brakes today, we're gonna put a power steering hose on.
Right.
Okay, that's what people don't understand. Okay.
Difference in manual brakes and, you know, vacuum assisted brakes, as in boosted brakes, is this booster right here. If this part, the big part right here, see this vacuum line running to it? That's running off of your intake and creating vacuum to this booster, which helps you push the pin in the master cylinder. If this weren't vacuum brakes, then this master cylinder would just be bolted straight to the firewall with no booster in between. So basically, only thing this thing does is use vacuum pressure to use a diaphragm in there to help you shove that master cylinder.
We've had a couple hot rods in here. They got big cams in them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, them big cams kill the vacuum
Losing
on the engine. Okay.
Every time it loads.
Every time, okay.
got no
You ain't got no brakes. okay? And one of them was a member of the Hornet's Nest,
Yeah.
okay? So we had to put a battery, a 12-volt vacuum pump on the inner fender and rig it up just for the booster,
Just to,
so he'll have brakes.
From the Hydroboost, from your power steering pump right here, there would be a line coming up to a hydro booster behind it, and it would be using hydraulic pressure to help you push it instead of air.
When you start getting power steering fluid running down your firewall, your Hydroboost has gone out.
right.
Okay, because it's pumping the fluid into that booster. It's just like a master cylinder leaking down the firewall. The Hydroboost will leak power steering fluid down the firewall. That's when you know you better change it.